My childhood was traumatic and we went through a lot of stuff. We came from Mexico to here is because there was a situation that happened to my dad and they were looking for my dad to kill him. And because they couldn't find my dad, they were after us. Well, I was only 8 years old. After we came over here, I remember a few months, I was molested by one of the neighbors where we were staying. And I remember him just telling me that I couldn't say anything. Otherwise, they were gonna take my dad and they were gonna put him in prison and we were gonna go back to Mexico. And I remember not saying anything and mentioning anything. It hurt so bad. And I never said a word to my mom. And it hurt, just the fact that he took advantage of, everything that was going on. I carried that burden in my heart until when I was like 14 and I tried to kill myself. And I just always thought that it was my fault. And if anything happened, everything that would happen in my parents, I always thought that it was my fault. But I had to suck it up and move on. A lot of things that as a kid, I know I went through, and I wouldn't let none of that happen to one of my kids. When I got married to my second husband, he taught me a lot on how to respect myself, how to love myself, how to take care of myself, he was always there for me. I felt that protection. I felt that the secureness that I never felt for years.
Maria came to us because she was a single parent. She had just lost her husband recently, and so she has five kiddos of her own and was trying to make ends meet, had many struggles.
At the time that I had applied, like I said, I was going through a really tough situation. I had just lost my husband. I was 2 months pregnant when my husband passed away. A few weeks after I got pregnant, he was only able to hear the heart of the baby. And then he got sick with COVID. And that's when I found out that she was going to be a little girl. But I never told him. But after he was there for a month, then he couldn't make it anymore. I fought so that I can be there with him. But yeah, it was hard. I had to move from where I was living because he was in agriculture and we lived outside in our farm. A month after that, I had to kind of arrange everything on my own. It was a hard hit. Then like a little bit over a month, my dad passed away. My husband passed in September and my dad passed in November. Managed to kind of stay on my feet and just fight for my kids.
She didn't have the support around parenting, and Esther was a few months old. Baby was not getting the engagement with other kids her own age. Of course, she has siblings, but they're older. So just having the infant here in the classroom allowed Maria to do what she had to do with her other children.
They've been a really important piece in my life too. They're there for my baby, but they are there for me and my kids, my family in a whole. When you take a kid to a child care, they only take care of the child for the time being that you're gonna be gone. But then this is not what we do. It's not just dropping off your kid and okay, there we go, you leave and you do, no. It's more of a consistency or a lifetime experience that you're gonna get.
Obviously, she came in as a family, and then when the time came that we were looking for an outreach coordinator, during the home visits, she had shared that she was an outreach coordinator for another organization.
I feel like I've been so blessed in being a part of the group that I'm at and where, Mountain Star, as a parent, it's been a blessing, and as a, employee, it's been a blessing too. It fulfills me in my personal and my professional development because it makes me feel that I'm actually doing something. I'm there listening and encouraging and letting them know that everything is gonna be okay. Sometimes we're lost as parents. We're so stressed, we're so overwhelmed, we're so, under pressure. And that's where I tell them, and that's when we encourage them to get treated. And like the respite class is more about giving the parent that time so that they can find themselves or give themselves time. I think the most important lesson is knowing that you're not alone. Knowing that there's people who genuinely are there for you as a parent. And knowing that I know how I am, that I don't accept certain things, but being here with the girls is just like them letting me know, okay, this is how. So for me, I think I would probably be under a lot of more stress, more depressed, more overwhelmed, a lot of things that I know it wouldn't be pretty. It wouldn't be good. So I think being with Mountain Star has brought me out of the shell, that I think it's kept me going, and seeing the motivation in my kids and the kids that I work with is just inspiring, and it encourages me to keep on moving.